Good morning. So, this is a vlog post that I've really wanted to do for quite a while. Well, first though, this is my Minnie Mouse mug, and apparently I match my shirt today, kinda. Anyways, I actually finished my coffee, so I'm gonna put that down. I have been wanting to do this post for a while. It's actually about a book that I read. So one of my happy places is, of course, the book aisle in Target. And when I have time, I will go and peruse with my coffee and look at all the different books. And this one book kept popping out at me for months, And I bought it. I had to finish reading the book. I currently was reading at the time before I could start it, so it was quite a while before I started because I don't have time to read. I love to read. Never have time. Only time I have at night. I start reading, I get about a paragraph in, and I fall asleep reading. So anyways, I'm sitting on my couch. Gotta adjust. So anyways, I finally bought the book and read the book. It's not a hard read. It actually should have been a very quick read for me, but because I don't have much time, it took me a while. But I read it, and then all of a sudden my entire life just started to make sense to me. Okay, so it's this book. It might be backwards. It is the little book of, that's actually pronounced Hygge. It's Danish Secrets to Happy Living. Now, and this is the author who I cannot pronounce his name correctly, so I'm not even going to try. But anyways, I love to Danish things and Swedish things. I have a lot of Scandinavian in my blood. My heritage is mostly Scandinavian. Mostly from Sweden, but we do have Danish in us as well. In fact, little known fact, one of my cousins, his career, he was a ferry boat driver between Sweden and Denmark. Anyways, so read this book, and my life made so much more sense. So let me explain. And I'll tell you what Hygge actually is. Not to be confused with hookah, which my children got alarmed when I said Hygge because they automatically thought that I was going to be bringing in some large smoking apparatus into the living room. And I had to tell them, no, that is hookah. This is Hygge with a G, although it doesn't look like it should sound like that. But I don't know Danish, don't know any of my Scandinavian background languages, which is really sad, and I probably should someday learn some because I really would like to get over there. I have never been there. I have family there. Really want to get over there and see my family and meet them and see where my roots are. So anyways, so the author of this book is the CEO of the Happiness Research Institute in Copenhagen. Didn't even know it was a thing. Apparently it's a thing, a pretty cool thing. So as I have discovered over my life, I like my environment a certain way. So some people really like to have like really clean white walls or white floors or white furniture. Some people like to have, you know, just very minimal things on walls and like tables with nothing on them or like one thing on them. And for me, that always felt unnerving a little bit, almost like I would get anxious, like I was in like a really sterile environment, and I just didn't feel comfortable, feel at home. I always needed to have stuff around me, not messy stuff, although that's what ends up happening in my life, but just stuff that I always called cozy. So I needed pictures on the wall that meant something to me. I liked to decorate my house with what my husband calls knickknacks. And I had so many knickknacks around that he used to tease me about. There's no surface in our house that does not have a knickknack, but it made me happy. Well, I had so many knickknacks. I had them in closets and drawers. I just didn't have enough places to put everything out. And so it was really hard for me to get rid of things, because certain things, I would look at it and I would either remember either the person that gave me that object, or when I purchased that, it meant something to me. So I did have to learn how to purge and get rid of things that really didn't mean something to me. Maybe I just thought they were pretty, but it didn't really have any, I didn't have any sentimental value. So now I try to only keep the things that really have sentimental value to me. But my husband tried to implement the rule that if you haven't used it in a year, you have to get rid of it. So I decided that I had to use all my knickknacks. So what I did is I started rotating them with the different seasons. And it really has become really a big part of my home life, in making my home my little, I like to call it my cozy nest. So I never really was into fall. Fall to me for Halloween, I never really grew up getting into, you know, orange and browns and yellows and all the fall colors, typical fall colors. They never seemed pretty to me. And Halloween, I was never a huge fan of Halloween. It was fun and all, but it wasn't something that I looked forward to every year like a lot of other people. But I loved Thanksgiving. Then I started, really the past couple of years, really falling in love with fall, because of certain things that I would bring into my home, which to me represented fall, and fall started representing to me warmth and coziness. So all of this goes back to Hygge, what this concept is. So this concept of Hygge is actually, the word kind of represents that cozy feeling. So a lot of the way that they describe it in the book is, for example, say you're a skier and you're skiing with your friends, and you had a long day, you're cold out on the slopes, you come in, you're tired, you all sit around the fireplace, getting warm, drinking your hot cocoa, because we all know you drink cocoa, not any alcoholic beverages after skiing. Hot cocoa, and talking about the day and laughing. That feeling is what is considered Hygge. So it's actually a thing in apparently it's actually a thing in Scandinavian countries, and they'll make remarks like, oh, could this be any more Hygge? Oh, only if there was a storm outside. That's one of the examples in the book. So I started realizing that what I was doing was trying to incorporate Hygge into my life. And I would do things like, I use my candles, and I use my little votives, and now I do a lot of the battery operated, so that I can turn them on, leave them on, and enjoy them and not worry about my house catching on fire, for the little votives. But there are times where I'll light candles, and it just brings me this calm, peaceful feeling, which is probably why candles are used at a lot of ceremonies. Candles are very Hygge. So I did not realize that I instinctively was creating Hygge in my house. And fall is one of the most Hygge times now in my home. So anyways, it was a really fun book to read. The author is really funny and really real and down to earth. I'm not getting paid at all for doing a book review. This just happens to be a book that I was interested in, and I picked it up and read it, and it's close to my heart. So anyways, if you get the chance, I picked mine up at Target, and it really was a really cool read, because hygge is a really cool thing. For example, that feeling you have when you have friends or family that are over and you're all sitting around the table after a big meal, and you're not hungry anymore, but you're not so full you want to puke, and you're sitting around talking and laughing, and just that relaxed feeling, that whole coziness is what hygge is. So anyways, I'm now going to embrace my Scandinavian roots and incorporate more hygge into my life and pass it on to my children. I also, after finishing this book, discovered that the author had another book out that I'm currently reading, but I'm only about this far into it. This one. So this is the little book of, this is actually pronounced Hygge. Secrets of World's Happiest People. So I will let you know what I think about this book. This book is it's really cute too. It's really cute. So I'll kind of explain what Hygge is to you when I finish this one up. But anyways, so I've been wanting to do this post for a while because I really enjoyed the book, and I'm really starting to incorporate my heritage into my home now, and bring in little Swedish and Danish principles. Also, there's a lot of Irish in me, married into an Irish family, so we're bringing in a lot of Irish things. So I kind of like to just bring all of it in, and I do like to tell my kids about, okay, so this is an Irish tradition, and it started with blah, 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 blah. It probably drives them crazy because I'm a big history buff, and now I'm getting into like history of my heritage. So anyways, if you get a chance, pick up the book and read it. It was really fun. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this vlog post, even though I didn't drink any coffee because I already did that. And I will let you know what I think of Hygge when I finish it up. All right, have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye.